풍선이다. 풍선 챌린지 하면 빗자루 외형 준다. 좋다. 모아서 해야지. 저기도 풍선 보인다. 유후! 보상 받았다. 빗자루다, 빗자루. 오, 멋지다, 새 빗자루. 아, 깔끔하게 이렇게 묶어놓은 것 봐. 좋아. 교수님이 부르셨으니까 교수님 먼저 뵈러 가야겠지? 교수님 어디 계세요?
Professor Weasley? Somewhere away from prying eyes.
눈에 안 띄는 장소? 벽에 뭐가 생겼어. 문이다. 우와.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I...
이게 뭐예요?
Disappeared. I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
After you, Professor.
교수님 퍼스트. 엄청 넓어.
What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? You must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor?
디크가
The
누구예요?
house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room
도비?
once you found it. There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess. This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco. the vanishing
에바네스코.
spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room. I suggest you practice the wand movements first, then you can clear the chairs away.
똥 모양인데? 똥 같은 걸 키우겠다는 의지겠지?
Splendid. Now, let's go on those chairs.
에바네스코.
Excellent work.
와.
You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on.
문스톤 적게 많아요. 모험하면서 계속
Where
캐왔는데.
in Merlin's name is that elf?
아이고. 야, 물건 던지지 마. 김요정이 치워야지 왜 어질러.
Yikes! Careful!
Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you.
나 옷이 왜 이러니?
Hello.
Ah, Deke. We've been looking for you.
됐다.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here.
3인칭 화법을 쓰는
Is this
디크구나.
the student?
Indeed it is.
날 왜 찾니 너가?
Deke is honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered
엄청
this room
오래됐네.
together. I mentioned you to Deke. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deke's seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them.
이야.
You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
나 보물 찾으러
About needing a
왔는데.
place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my school.
사실 나 공부하러 온 거였어.
Well then, the room can
보물은
provide you with
부가적인 거랄까?
precisely that. Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room.
보물이 가득한 방으로 되게 해주세요.
The room will do the rest.
보물, 보물, 돈, 깔레온. 오, 나에게 돈다발을 바치려는 방에 계시. 우와, 오, 조심, 조심. 우와, 깔끔해. 왜 돈은 안 보이지?
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with.
그렇군요. 전 바랄 수 없는
I
꿈을
look forward to
꾸었습니다.
seeing what you do with the space. Ah, and it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can
설명하는
identify
책상.
unfamiliar items of clothing. One
오,
should always understand the effects of
나
anything with
얻은
one's
장비
clothes.
중에 확인이 안 되는 것들이 꽤 있었어. 우와, 멋지다.
You'll find plenty.
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
진짜 유용하긴 할 것
I
같아요,
hope you'll take
교수님.
advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes,
구현
the
마법이요?
magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you.
뿅, 짠.
Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the
Recipe.
ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did. Where can I find the resources I
저
need?
처음에
While
사왔어요,
resources such
교수님.
as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead and conjure the
설치했다
potion
해제도
station and
가능하다
potting table.
이거구나.
You should find both familiar since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study magical plants and brew potions in class.
잘못 눌렀어. 미안해. 나는 물지 말고 거기 굴러다녀. 오. 아! 깜짝아!
Deke will be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
이게 디크는 제 종이군요. 어떤 아이입니까?
Can you tell me a bit more about Deke?
He's been at Hogwarts longer than I have, and seems to know its every nook
오호라.
and secret.
아주 좋은
We discovered
친구야.
this room together when I was a student. Deke has had a good deal of experience, both here at Hogwarts and at a previous post. I shall let Deke tell you more when he's ready. But again,
집
you would
요정은
be
수명이 꽤
wise to listen to any
길군요.
suggestions he may have.
작아서 오래 못 살 줄 알았는데. 감사합니다.
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything. Thank you.
You can conjure more than potions and herbology tables. Conjuration can be used to decorate this space to your liking. Why don't you try it on the walls and floor?
I've conjured everything I can. What's next, Professor?
I think you're ready to take
개조?
on alteration.
아,
The
기대됩니다.
altering spell will allow you to customize any conjured item. You can change the colors, patterns, and styles of your furniture to suit your taste. Let's get started, shall we? Watch closely as I demonstrate how to perform the altering spell.
바닥에도 돼? 우와. 디크 너 뭐하니? 바닥에 뭘 흘리고 있는 거야?
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambiance.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
분위기? 신비로운 공간이 난 좋아.
I'd like the room to feel mysterious and eerie, as if I'm in the Forbidden Forest, surrounded by shadows.
Oh, sounds perfect.
오. 아니야, 내가 잘못 생각했어. 이건 아닌 것 같아.
Quite a difference.
너무
Of course,
달라졌는데요?
you needn't keep this style if you don't like it. You can always ask Deke to change it back. Now you have learnt a good bit about alteration.
Thank you, Professor. The room is full of possibilities.
Indeed. No matter how much time I spend here, the room always manages to surprise me.
어? 뭐야. 우와, 방이 하나 또 있어. 꾸밀 곳이 또 있어? 와, 골 아프다. 와, 왜 이렇게 넓어?
An even bigger space.
How did that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you needed more space to practice spellcasting.
와,
If you'd like to customize the space further, you can use these spellcrafts. You'll find more of them both inside and outside the school.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep an eye out.
Good. I'll leave you to it. This is your space now. Use it wisely.
감사합니다.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambiance.
좀 밝았으면 좋겠어.
I would like the room to feel as if it's being lit by the moon.
너무 어두침침해. 책이 보이겠어? 이것도 그닥 밝지는 않은데? 따끈하고 포근한
I'd like the
느낌.
room to be warm and comfortable, as if I'm floating inside a mug of butterbeer.
아, 밝다. 아, 너무 어두웠어. 소형 5개. 소형만 하나 사볼까? 마법약 스테이션 말고 이걸 살까? 냄비? 무작위 생성 최고 아니야? 필요의 방 다 꾸민 김에 집들이 따라따라딴 여기엔 미확인 장비 확인할 수 있는 테이블 따라따라따라 무한 카드 게임 중인 테이블 따라따라따 자동 물약 생성기 3개 그리고 물약 테이블 따라따라따라 이 왼쪽 방으로 들어오면 푸릇푸릇한 초록색 쨍쨍 들어오는 햇빛 그리고 잔뜩 만들어 놓은 나의 꽃박하 아우 아 좋다 재료 수급 너무 좋아 여기 비어있는 데다간 나중에 맨드레이크 심을 거임 아 좋아 좋아 잘 있어 도비 나 간다 아 세바스찬한테 데이트 신청 와가지고 세바스찬 보러 가야 돼 인기 많은 여자란 힘들다니까
Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First,
뭔데
let me thank you for what you did in the library.
그니까 너
Scripper
의리남이었구나
tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you
어
took the fall for me, and that counts for
대단한데?
something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure
우리
here is the
어디
best place to discuss
으슥한
it.
곳에 들어갈까?
We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place.
가자
This way.
우리 으슥한 데서
There's
대화나
a secret
해볼까?
passage just here.
It's well disguised.
이게 문이야? 우와 야 대박 멋져
How did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt. He named it the Undercroft. We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister, Anne.
네
She
여동생
loved that infernal
아프다며
game. What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us.
알았어
He never confides in anyone. But he's trusted me since the day we met. I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. We used
절대
to
말 안
sneak in
할게
here almost daily. We've never been caught.
나중에 내 방에도 와봐 거기가 더 좋아 여기보다
I think I've seen Ominous in potions. Or was it herbology? I've noticed that he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else speak of it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their
알았어.
secrets. But this place is special
오미니스가
to me.
알려준 장소
Understood.
오미니스에겐 말을
Why
하지
does Ominous
않는다
have no love lost for his family?
His father's family are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the
오
4 founders of Hogwarts.
직계 후손?
Obsessed with
대단하다
blood status, most of them. Ominous cannot abide them, as he'll be the first to tell you. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes. and even practice otherwise forbidden spells,
금지된 마법? 어떤 거?
Like what?
like the blasting curse.
오.
Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
넌 어떻게 알고 있어? 왜? 알면 좋은 거 아니야? 최고의 방어는 최고의 공격인데.
A proper magical education ought to include all magic.
My thoughts exactly. A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned. To be
그러니까.
fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery forms of magic, but you should learn it. I can teach it to you safely here.
오케이. 해보자.
It may take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
컴프링고. 제트? 제트 모양 컴프링고.
You're getting it. Ready to actually try it out? Have a go at those candelabras. Both have their uses, but I think you'll find that a Confringo cast travels a bit farther than that of a spell like Incendio.
Confringo!
이거야. 나 이게 필요했어.
Nice.
와.
How's it feel?
완전
It's a tad
좋아.
hot.
You'll get used to it.
Revelio.
너네 뭘 이리 꿍쳐놨냐? 이제 다 내 거야.
Confringo!
오호아.
I think I've got it.
Well done.
대박.
I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. So this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
난 더 배울 준비가 됐어. 알고 있는 걸 다 알려줘.
This is exactly the type of magic I've been hoping to learn.
There's more where that came from. Been practicing similar spells here for ages. Although, I didn't tell Anne and Ominous about every one.
너
Haven't been here in some
노력하였구나.
time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry
아이고.
about your sister. If there's anything I can do.
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering up.
그래, 여동생 보러 다음에 가자.
Just let me know when, and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well, meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs.
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said
너무
something was
긴
missing from what
이야기인데.
you found in the library. I assume it's to do with what you told me about the portkey and
교수님
Gringotts and Ranrock.
와이프가
Nothing
두고
has
간
passed to you.
포트키가
And yes, it
미친
is.
거였어.
As I'm
고대
sure you suspect, there
마법사에
is a bit more to all
숨겨진
of this.
I'm
예언가가
listening.
다 숨겨놓은 진실 말해줄게.
You must promise to keep this between us.
I trusted you with knowledge of the secret Undercroft. You can trust me.
All right. I can see traces of ancient magic.
Ancient magic? I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that.
고대 마법 애들이 다 아는구나.
Honestly, I'm not
그래.
entirely certain. All I know is that I can see
설명하기
whispers
더
of an old
편하네.
magic that hardly anyone else can. Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out.
And this ability of yours, does it allow you to wield this magic too?
I don't know.
Well, when you do know, tell me. I've been studying archaic forms of magic for ages. Perhaps we can help each other. In the meantime, with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, I suspect a bit more time
뼈
practicing the
차오면 다
blasting curses in
폭파시키면
order.
되지.
Spend as
연습
much time
열심히
here as
하다
you like.
갈게.
And remember, keep this place between us.
비밀 비밀.
When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
그래. 나중에 부엉이 보내. 다음에 봐.
Hello, Sebastian.
어?
Wait.
나 나오자마자 들켰어.
I can hear you.
Oh, hello. Ominous, isn't it? I believe we have potions together.
안녕
And
오미니스.
herbology?
I
하하.
recognize that voice. Heard you talking to Gareth Weasley in potions class.
걔랑 대화하던
Fifth
걔야.
Did you just come
나
from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
우연히 들어갔어.
That room's called the Undercroft.
그냥 구경하다가 요거 돌려봤더니 열리던데.
Found myself in a strange passage.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room. Sebastian told you, didn't he? You breathe a word about this place to anyone, and not even your precious
안
Professor
할
Fig will be able to
거야.
help you. My father is friends with the headmaster.
이야.
I'm not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
그래. 진짜 아무 말도 안 할게.
Trust me, Ominous. I won't say a word. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help. Sebastian is going to get an earful about this.
세바스찬 미안. 알아서 해결해. 얘 삐졌다. 우와 안에 들어갔어. 나도 구경 가고 싶은데.
Come and see me as soon as you can.
교수님 오셨다.
From a rather unproductive trip to the ministry, hoping your time has been more fruitful than mine.
예, 교수님.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much
교수님,
happened while you were away.
정말
Your
많은
friend,
일이
Mr. Ollivander,
있었습니다.
sent me an owl asking for help finding an heirloom wand that was stolen from him.
He did he?
And so I went to the owlery, like he said, and there were all these statues.
What do you mean, statues? In the
네,
owlery?
부엌이장에
Yes,
조각상이
I went to a secret
있더라니까요.
hideout where I found Richard Jackdaw's ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
리처드 잭도 모르세요?
Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did.
네,
And because
페이지
Jackdaw filled the
찾아왔어요.
map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
대박이죠. 다 여기로 이어져 있어요.
Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and
책 들고 오셔야 돼요. 책 주세요, 저.
the room is called the Map Chamber, by the way, and a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
교수님 이것 봐요. 쩔죠? 계단이 이렇게 열린다니까요?
How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves.
이거 보세요. 대박. 멋지죠?
It was beneath us all
저희가
this
찾던
time.
게 발밑에 있었습니다. 책 여기다 올려놓으셔야 돼요. 오! 빛난다. 고대 마법이다.
This looks promising.
맞아요. 잘 하시는군요. 오! 우와. 우와. 우와, 대박. 교수님, 거기 안전합니까? 조심하세요.
There's
기도?
Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And of course, Hogwarts. It's
와, 대박.
magnificent.
진짜 지도 내실이잖아. 예언가 아저씨 어디 갔지? 책 갖고 오면 얘기해줄 텐데.
If only you were here to see this.
나오셨다.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked.
책
And this is
올려놨어요.
my mentor, Professor Fig.
여긴 제 진짜
How do you
교수님이에요.
do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I
네.
do. I also
이게
see
왜
why you
기도
refer to this
내시는지
room as
이제
the
알겠네요.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in
시험이요?
time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge.
이야,
Trials
지식을 얻는
that you
시험
must complete on
하겠습니다.
your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
아니요? 하나도 기억 안 나는데요?
I do recall seeing the memory, but I don't remember all of the details.
My friend Charles and I spoke of the portkey and of trials we'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic. Charles is another of the keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until perhaps now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have
지금까지 한
come this
건
far,
도입부일
however,
뿐이야.
bodes well. The trials
시험을
were
거치려면
designed
더
to
몰래
ensure that the
할까?
power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have
저는 시간이
waited this
많은데요.
long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces. Traces of a powerful dark magic being
아,
wielded by
그것
goblin kind.
때문에요?
And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts.
쟤네 그냥 때려 잡으면 괜찮을 것 같은데요.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall
예,
begin.
빨리 시작해야 합니다. 지금 시간이 없어요. 고블린들이 계속 쫓아오고 있단 말이에요.
Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look?
교수님, 길만 알려주시면 전 다 할 수 있습니다.
I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
모르겠는데요?
Don't think I have. Perhaps your young friend is not as well traveled as you think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
네, 탑에서 뵈겠습니다.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful and do not tell anyone where you're going.
딱히 말할 사람도 없어요. 주문 세트를 하나 더 추가하자.
We're not alone.
We are not.
네? 안에
We're
란록
not
추종자가
loyalists.
있어요?
Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the
아,
tower.
탑도 안전한지
More importantly,
모르니까.
however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
가봅시다. 여차하면 그냥 다
This isn't
때려잡을게요.
Quickly now.
몰래 가서 암살.
stay hidden and cast Petrificus Totalus.
페트리피쿠스 토탈루스.
Well done.
조심히 오세요. 지금. 조심. 자기 동료들이 쓰러져도 아무도 몰라. 얘네들 왜 왔는지는 못 알아내고 다 죽일 것 같은데요?
Someone there? No.
Orders directly from Ranrock.
제가 찾아냈어요.
These orders
탑과
indicate
주변
there
지역을
are some people
수색해봐.
with names. What
그 이름?
and why here?
무슨 이름? 우리가 찾아내는 게 이 세계에서 고블린 종족의 정당한 자리를 찾아내는 열쇠가 될지도 모르니까. 무슨 이름? 아, 지들끼리만 아는 암호를 말하고 있구만. 어떻게 알았지?
Deadly mistake, this.
아야! 교수님, 제 신속을 보셨습니까? 레벨리오 보셨습니까? 저희 레벨리오?
Pity.
저 자꾸 레벨리오 쓰게 되는 건 이건 습관 때문이겠죠?
Are you quite finished?
Revelio.
교수님 이제 없습니다. 얘네 캠프를 좀 조사해 보겠습니다.
Coincidence that we encountered Ranrock's loyalists here.
야미. 아, 아무것도 없었습니다, 교수님.
Looks like we found the entrance.
여기서 밥도 해 먹고 오래 지냈나 보네요.
It's locked.
어떻게 여셨죠?
An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
찾았다!
Hello, Professor. Did you say Sanbakar's tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter. Though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We
아,
did not,
편하게
Professor.
들어왔어요.
We
괜찮아요.
encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen
고대마법
before,
저장소?
has been unlocked. Command it to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more.
예,
As
직접
Professor
가볼게요,
P
제가.
cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
가시게요?
Sir. I'll see you back in the
예,
lab chamber.
이따가 봬요. 느껴진다, 느껴져. 이곳이다!
I've seen this before. In Gringotts and the restricted section.
아, 그 마법 공간이 고대 마법 저장소구나. 얘 살아 움직이진 않겠지? 여기도 뭐가 있다.
That must have done something. Best have a look around.
상자? 와. 빨리. 됐어. 여기에 뭐가 있다. 짜란.
More traces of ancient magic. Something must be different.
여기가 열렸다. 이 앞에도 일렁일렁. 들어왔어. 아홉. 이건 뭐지? 깜짝아.
At least I know what to expect this time.
아야. 아, 저 알 같은 게 그냥 던지는 용. 잡았어. 나머지 일어나. 덤벼. 안 나오네.
These look familiar.
이 뒤에 저 뒤로 가면 골치 아픈 일이 더 생길 것 같으니 상자는 다 먹고 가자.
More statues.
넷. 이게 왜 이렇게 튼튼해? 잡았다.
Not easy on me. Revelio. I presume I'm looking for traces of ancient magic. But where?
마법 흔적? 저 위로 어떻게 올라가는 거지? 아, 여기 계단이 있다. 공중에 있네. 이거 밟고 가자. 여기. 와, 이 큰 데로 들어가야 돼?
I need to see how the room changes when I move in and out of the archway.
남자는 못 참지.
So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge.
여기서 저기를 어떻게 간다고? 아, 여기서 이걸 끌어와.
I need to
아, 알았어, 알았어.
use the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge.
그리고 옐로우. 오케이.
I'll never get used to these floors.
바닥이 왜 움직이는 거야, 도대체? 아, 또. 와! 헛!
Revelio.
깜짝아. 저기로?
Revelio.
도착. 어디까지 가야 해요? 회복약 2개. 이 문만 열면 끝인가? 한참 남았어.
Revelio.
이게 또 어떤 시련을.
Look at this.
잔발이 먼저. 잔발이 끝. 이제 커다란 애들. 평타. 오케이. 무기 뺏어서 던져. 와, 짱 크다. 우와. 뭐야 저게? 아! 나도 못 쓸 줄 알아? 아이씨, 반프 넣기도 안 되네.
Revelio.
아야. 아야. 이걸 어떻게 피하지? 오, 피했다. 이 기둥물을 다 없애라고. 알았어. 어이씨. 너도 이제 좀 물렁해졌네. 피하면 돼. 오케이. 아이. 피했다. 마지막. Expelliarmus. 덤플링고.
What a relief. Revelio.
드디어 시험을 우와! 시험을 끝냈구만. 왜 길이 움직여? 와. 본인 석상을 저렇게 만드는 거야? 부끄럽지도 않나? 기억 한번 볼까요? 아저씨. 와, 눈물. 자, 한번 보겠습니다. 그대의 눈물. 옛날에 5학년 때 입학한 학생을 키우고 있구만, 이 교수님도. 와, 재능이
Your
엄청난데?
ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable.
와, 건축과에
What is
가야겠네.
it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover.
동생 죽었어? 어릴 때 아프더니?
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace.
평화를 어떻게 가져다
What if I
줄까?
could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
그건 딴 사람이 할 수 없어. 스스로
It is
해야지.
tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take.
내 아빠가 감당할 고통이야.
Every year, a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's good.
교수로서 돌아왔어.
Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
아버지는
I was
어떻게
actually
되셨어?
hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
그래, 저녁에 보자. 룩우드는 어릴 때는, 아니, 선대는 이렇게 예언자 편이었는데 지금은 왜 란록하고 붙어먹고
Another
있지?
memory. Now to find a way out of here. More crystallized stone. That must be the way back to the map chamber.
교수님,